Hi, this is Bob Liodice. I'm president of the ANA. What I'd like to speak with you about is ANA's latest survey that focuses in on the continuing impact of the recession on our industry. We just released the 6th edition of this recession survey, which has identified its impact on marketers and agencies over the course of time. This latest edition seems to indicate that although the economy continues to brighten and the prospects of marketers continues to improve, the watch on costs at all forms and at all levels continues. And continues in a way that suggests that while there may be cautious optimism, there is certainly the feeling that we need to continue overall cost control. So where does this come about? Well, the recessionary survey indicates that about half of the marketers plan to only spend about what they spent last year in 2012 versus 2011. 34% of those marketers will actually spend less in marketing and media spending. And only 17% have indicated a rise on a year-to-year basis. Now, that's not necessarily a very buoyant outlook. It's not that bad, but one would assume that as this economy has continued to grow, albeit somewhat in a tepid way, that our prospects for marketing and media investments would be improving, particularly with the advent of so many more targeted vehicles in digital and social media. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And so what we want to communicate at first is that marketing and media spending will, at best, be at a slow growth pace. And that translates to our relationships with agencies. In some of the past editions of this survey, agencies had indicated that they were going to slash agency compensation significantly. Well, apparently they did the job, because in this particular survey, only 17% indicated that they were going to be pursuing reduced agency compensation. Now, that's a relief, because over the course of the last few years, agency compensation and margins overall have certainly been shrunk to a relatively low level. That's not to say that marketers are not going to continue to ask agencies to look deeply within their organizations for further cost efficiencies and productivity. In fact, more than 50% of the marketers surveyed indicated that they will. The last area that was covered by the survey was in the area of discretionary spending. And that's about controllable overheads that marketers have to spend on things such as conferences, training, education, and development overall. Here, the news is not that good. Not that promising at all. In fact, a substantial amount of marketers would suggest that those discretionary items, as slim as they were in previous years, is about to get slimmer. Now, at this stage of the game, one would expect that marketers and in the agency arena both would be investing more in skill building and training and those things which are certainly going to develop the marketing capabilities and skill sets of what we needed to be able to grow. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So the total news in terms of media spending, agency compensation and cost control, and discretionary spending by marketers in various forms of overhead is that while we may be cautiously optimistic in the future, the overall focus is going to be on cost control. Thank you very much.